السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على أشرف رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمد رسول الله. Today our global faces two critical global crises. First of all, biodiversity loss and climate change. The urgency of these issues cannot be overstated, as the consequences reflected across ecosystem and biodiversity. Let us delve into some statistical data that shed light on the urgency of our action in this concern. Over the past century, human activities have accelerated the species extinction rate in natural times, around 1,000 times in natural rate. It's estimated that approximately 1 lakh species going to extinct every year. If this current trend continues, up to 30% of all species would disappear by 2050. Moreover, by the year 2100, climate change could lead to global sea level rise up to 2 meters, endangering the existence of many coastal cities and low-lying areas. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPCC) warns that without drastic action, global temperature could rise to 2 degrees Celsius above by 2050. To address biodiversity, we must recognize that 75% of Earth's land has been significantly altered by human activities. Since 1917, the Living Planet Index reveals that 68% decline in vertebrate species population. This is very alarming and dangerous because this degradation continues at an unprecedented rate. Most importantly, my dear friends, it is very threatening to our fabric of ecosystems. Climate change also aggravates these challenges. You know, the burning of fossil fuels, it releases approximately 36 million metric tons of carbon dioxide annually, contributing to greenhouse effects. So we must want to limit global warming. To limit global warming to 1 degree Celsius, we must reduce emission by 45% by 2040, and we must achieve net zero emission by 2050. Therefore, our intervention must be both urgent and comprehensive. By implementing sustainable practices, restoring vital habitats, and transitioning to renewable energies, we can expect more hopeful future and better nature. Investing in renewable energy technologies such as solar, wind power, it could generate significant returns in also as based studies. Studies indicate that every dollar invested in renewable technologies, especially it can returns as 3 times as a job as an investment in fossil fuel investments. My dear students, the protection and restoration of ecosystem not only provide the preservation of biodiversity, but also provide some tangible benefit. For example, the restoration of mangroves and wetlands. It can speed up more carbon than tropical forests. So it plays a pivotal role in mitigating the global change and global temperature. It is crucial to note our intervention must be coordinated globally. The Paris Agreement signed in 2015, it aims to limit global warming to 1 degree Celsius and to mitigate its impact. However, our action, our urgent and comprehensive action from governments, business, individuals are imperative to achieve the ambitious goals of Paris Agreement. Educating and empowering communities about the importance of restoration of biodiversity can foster a collective sense of responsibility. It's my nature. It's my responsibility. It's my duty to preserve my nature for coming generations. In conclusion, this data paints a clear picture. We must act for climate change. I mean, the time for action is now. We never procrastinate our action for anyone for any time. So we want to trust on government to implement sustainable practices and to take action against the deforestation and so many calamities we can expect. So we want to preserve our all habitat vital spaces. Otherwise, it is very calamities. It's very dangerous for us and our forthcoming generation. So let me conclude my words. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.